And this is a meeting with the local Nicaraguan doctor explaining how we're going to work with the Nicaraguan medical community. And here we are with the team sorting medicines for tomorrow's first clinic. Team effort. How does a team such as ours get around in Nicaragua? And there's the answer right there with our very faithful driver, Enrique. First clinic, first morning, and there's the team assembling around the back of the bus. And I'm standing on top of the first hill that we're all going to have to climb up to get to the clinic. It's going to be a 4-block walk up this hill. And here we are at one of our clinics. These are the patients that are waiting in line. They've just registered and they're waiting to get their vital signs done before they go to see either the doctors, the clinical medical doctors, or they're going to see the eye doctor, they're going to see the dentist, and then finally down to get vitamins and deworming medicines and go to pharmacy to pick up whatever medicines were prescribed. Wanted to give you the sights and sounds of a clinic room, and here it is right here. Now I'm not going to point out who's who, but I'll just give a feel for what goes on in one of these clinic rooms. There's a lot of physical activity, people moving in and out, a lot of conversations going on, and it's really an exciting place to be. And this is one of our clinic sites, which is very typical. This is a school, and they gave us 6 classrooms to work with, and that worked out just great. And we have seen 500 people here today. The school itself holds about 300 students. And here we are, matter of fact, 2 patient lines waiting to be registered, and then they'll go in for their vital signs. And this is about 11 o'clock in the morning, and I think we're going to be here for a very long day. And here we are, and it's 10 o'clock in the morning, and these are the patients waiting to see us, and it absolutely wraps around the building over there, and I don't even know how far the line goes. And here at one of our clinics out in a very remote area is the patient waiting line, and I'm just showing you the back of the patient waiting line. This is Shannon in the blue, American ER doctor. And to her left, that's Macy, and Macy is an American medical epidemiologist. And Macy also is fluent in Spanish and is acting as translator. And this has turned out to be a great team between Shannon and Macy. And this is Dr. Robin. Robin is an MD from the States. Most of our practice there is geriatrics and working with her patient. And here we have Quinnipiac PA student Jocelyn working with the translator and patients here in a very remote Nicaraguan village. And here we have PA student from Quinnipiac, Denya. Denya's from Anchorage, Alaska, and working with Robert, her translator, and her 2 patients. And here we have PA student Christina working with us in a very remote Nicaraguan village with her patients, a little girl, and there's her mother. And here we are in our dental area, and that is Jack on the right, like that name, and he is a retired American Airlines pilot. In the middle, that's Jean, who's a dentist. This lady with her back to me is Jack's wife, and she is a dental hygienist. And back in the corner is another Jack. We're loaded with Jacks on this trip, and Jack in the blue back there, and Jack is a registered nurse. And the lady with the mask on, that is Rena, and Rena is a Nicaraguan dentist, and Rena has been working with us here on every trip as far back as I can remember. And here we go, heading back to the bus, and this is the barrio that we're working in. You can see very modest housing and not much of a street. And this is Main Street in Matagalpa. And Matagalpa is the city where we have our headquarters before we head out to the mountains for the clinics. Driving out here today and looking at the traffic here in Matagalpa, one inescapable message comes across. Nicaragua is definitely on the economic upswing. Whether you look at the traffic, the housing, how people are dressed, I'm very happy for them. Things seem to be going quite well compared to previous years we were here. And here we are, this is Matagalpa at night, and I'm standing out on the balcony of the hotel, and the breeze is just absolutely perfect, and it's just fun to sit here watching the Matagalpa world go by. And here we are at our regular dinner spot each night with the entire team, 22 Americans and 10 Nicaraguans, and the team has really gelled together beautifully. And here we have our 3 Quinnipiac students having lunch during our first clinic day, and that is quite a lunch. Look. Well done, guys, well done. And here we are on our very last day, and we're about to head back to Managua for the night and then home tomorrow. And there is our faithful chariot and transportation for the entire week. did a great job with a great driver. And matter of fact, there he is with the red hat. That's Enrique. And this is the hotel that we came out for breakfast the last morning. The owner of the hotel where we stayed in Matagalpa encouraged us to come out and have breakfast out here. She also owns this hotel, and certainly glad we did. And you can see the pictures, and everybody's having a great time. And here we are, the team is visiting a coffee grower factory, actually. This is where the picked beans are brought and processed for the great Honduran coffee that we get, and Nicaraguan coffee that we get in the States that I love so much.